Hello. 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 What's going on? I'm doing the whole date thing. Yeah. The figs, which are basically like dried dates almost. I think no, I think figs are related to dates, excuse me. Or figs are just dried dates. I don't know, but these are delicious. Do you like dates? What are you doing Friday? But I'm fun. You're alright, folks. So pardon me. Hello, what's going on? My flowers. Hopefully you're in good spirits and good health. Hello, future you. Hopefully you're still around. Ah, so um, yeah. Today's video is about status updates and a love letter. I don't know. These are awesome. Awesome. I love these. It tastes just like Fig Newtons, but with like, without the breading. Like Fig Newtons are so amazing. Give me some milk, honey. Some almond milk. Delicious. But I love this. It's like, can't believe it's not butter. Like, I can't believe this is not like confectionery food. So, what's up? I'm Shanice. Exploited and stuff like that and all that jazz. I just got finished feeding these little birds outside with some very nice bread, which is like some brown bread, which would be like nicely moist, and they are just like, oh my goodness, thank you, my lady, and it's just like laying on a wire right now, just trying to get more. You vultures, go away. All right, let's get to the video. So the title is status updates and love letter. And I wanted to come up on here because I wanted to provide some information for my future self, as far as just, time stamping, like, a historical date, not even a historical date, but you know what I'm saying, like, a diary date about, what's going on in my life. And I wanted to show a visual of my face so you know that I'm not a bot with my last video in regards to, just being more mindful of the content that I consume, and also the content that I put out. I should be responsible with that, just have some balance, because it goes both ways. I want to make sure that I have like I want to make sure that I have content that's all the time. I want to make sure that's content that is useful in some type of way. Either it cheers you up or it can help, develop you if you want it. Like, I'm not just gonna like insert myself, and that's the kind of energy we've gotten in the past with just people just kind of being like, hey, come into your life and like, let me do this, let me fix it my way. Without even asking, or without even asking, like, if that's something that you want to accept. But I don't know. I feel like we're in limbo right now, because we have a moment where there are people right now in society who actually have their shits together, with the updates to everything like that, and people were still kind of lagging in the past. Now, me myself, I have literally leveled up to one extra level. Bonus points. Give me my award with the book. So I'm like, yeah. I don't know why people are not, there yet, when it's just like, but everybody finishes the race. It just, at their own pace. So, I give respect to that. So it's just like, okay, you're not there yet. You'll get there. You can go slow, just don't stop. So, or, you can take a break, a breather, but like, just don't quit or exit out. The sun is like It's Jesus and God. So yeah. Um yeah. All right, so I try to do something different as I, tend to do sometimes. I think that's what happens when you have like a creative mind that likes to ramble about. But I tried to do something different, and I decided to just like draw pictures and whatnot like that. Because as I said, I like the tarot readings, the astrology, and all that jazz. I think it's really cool. Because all right, look, I look to the Lord for everything, everything, everything. Even when I try to like put on my makeup, I'm just like, Lord, let me be pretty today. My hands are shaking, and people are just like, "Oh, like I like the way how you did your eyeshadow or your eyebrows, or if you had on makeup." And by the way, you're seeing me, I'm seeing you. I'm just like, "Thank you." Like it's not me, it's the Lord. Like it really is. It's about the grace of God. Because oh my goodness, I don't stand. I look at some tutorials, but to just find out that sometimes the tutorials are too long. Sometimes, like lately, actually, no, for a while now they've been actually pretty short. But I'm just like, just forget. You just put on something and hope for the best. But I also say a prayer. I also make sure that the Lord hears me. And if it looked nice, then that means that He answered it, that He heard me, or one of the angels. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, I look to the Lord for everything. I look to astrology for personal development, because I feel like you can learn a lot. People dismiss it, but like you can literally learn a lot about a person. And let's turn you on. Ew. uh, you can learn a lot about a person's personality, character, and this, that, here, and the third. Like it's just so much knowledge about that you people have really not really like dug into the depths. Like you can always learn something continuously about astrology. So when people say something like negative about it, I'm just like, well, this sounds like you are limited on education. So, and that's exactly what it is. Oh my goodness, this is like the last time I have to stop like smooching with the cats for or like getting close to cats for doing presentations, because whenever I'm wearing lip gloss, like the hair obviously. Oh, that looks so cute. So sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, sleep. Sorry. Little pork chops. So yeah, you can find a lot of good stuff and material, especially about yourself. If you like self-help books, or you just want to be the person who always wants to like, I wouldn't say like, do your best, but do the best that you want to do. Because you can always excel and do something like that, but you're just like, I'm good right here at this level. I mean, that's pretty much basically how I am with my life. It's just like, okay, look, I like aspiring to certain things, and there's certain things that I can be comfortable with, or things that I like. I don't want to be shamed for liking certain type of things. Like for a long time, I was a temporary employee. Like I was like, the temp situation, temp jobs. And that was fun for me, because like, not for nothing, but like you could take like summer jobs. I mean, not summer jobs. You can go into different fields, see new people, see different areas, go to different, spots. And also you can get summers off, you can get weeks off, you can get a few months off, you can get up to like 6 months off. I mean, that's just something to pursue. I'm not saying that everybody should just try that, but I'm just like, if you want to do something, take the opportunity of having like a temporary job, like of like temporary consultant, basically. How do we get down here? I don't know. I'm winging it, which is what I have to do, because a lot of the times when I try to plan things, they get deterred, sabotaged by people that are watching me. And that's what the status update is about. Like, yes, I'm still being watched. Yes, my ideas and stuff like that are being monitored. But there is a silver lining. Okay, there are people. Like, I just find this not, this can't like I have to like do like I am very animated, where I can talk with my hands and stuff like that. So I just have to just be really excited about the part where there are people who actually got this shit together, and just knew that, okay, certain activities were immoral, and they they follow suit. People just it's it's a growing amount of wokeness. Sorry, it's so cliche to say that wokeness, but it came off the tongue like I don't know. I don't know. But yes, like, just clarity. People we're all getting our type of clarity with understanding by what's behind the veil. And even then, we still don't know fully like what's going on. But like, it's nice to just have, more understanding because you get to know exactly like what part you play in. Like, you're not just an extra. Your life is a movie. Wow. I just said that off the top of my head, but considering about how much content has been made off of me, yeah. But anyway, your life is a movie, and you don't want to be an extra to it. So it's nice to have some type of clarity about what kind of role you're playing in the world. I can't believe seriously, so much content has been made about me. You know what? That is the past. I'm just, going through my healing process because clearly, people took over 5 years to do a lot of harmful shit, but they get mad that, as I keep finding out more information on how, it's, I'm processing it, which is, not in any way, not in anything that they're doing, but I'm doing it in healthy ways. So that's good. And I wanted to come on here to tell you, Flowers, that yeah, to just try to, process it as as best as you can. Even if you have to like, go to like a class or something like that, are cathartic, basically. Even when you talk about it, that's catharsis. That is cathartic. Even if people will like, bash your name and try to, save their asses and do further slander, keep going, keep talking, because that is cathartic. That is the healing process for you. A lot of times that people want you to just move on, but how can you move on? Because if you just be like, fine, you let it go. You're forced to let it go off of people who hurt you. You do not do this. Like this is the part about like my boundaries that I had, because I was just like, look, well, first off, they didn't even need a reply for that. It was just like the actions are still, obviously going, but it's just like, there's certain things that I just don't respond to anymore. Again, what did I say about insanity? It is doing the same thing over and over again. So that's why I have these little cards here, so I can just be a little bit more poetic and creative about, what's the educational situations in my new level. So here we go. All right, so this is me. This is me. This is you. This could be you. This is me right now. I'm gonna use this as me. Last night I was watching this show, which actually seems to be like a good show so far, and very coincidental too. You guessed it. So, but I don't want to go like too much into it because again, that's the past. Like that's something that has been like has been finished. But I need to explain that in order to exactly get to this point where I'm looking back on it and I'm reflecting. I'm not looking back on it and revenging or reacting. I'm reflecting, not reacting, and that's something that's super healthy to do, because reacting is a way that would have been exponentially worse than what people would complain about. But I think in a very responsible manner, in a very loving manner to myself, because fuck these people, to myself, and to the goals that we have in the future, and to our bodies and our health. It's just best to work in accordance to what you value. I'm laughing, like I'm smiling because like, yo, there's just so many people who are just like literally stuck on stupid. But it's crazy because there are people who are stuck on stupid. Actually, is us a lot less. But there's some people who are literally stuck on stupid, and I was humbled a few days ago, if not a week ago, but like by people just like finally turning on the lights, being like, "Oh snap, there are bugs in here." I'm like, "Yes, you see them." You see the lights, like, oh my gosh, I'm telling you. It's a shame that there are certain people who have to be like, of like certain stature to realize this. And then act in accordance, because they're just not like, okay, yeah, I see it. We gotta move or something like that. No, they're like, oh, I see it, and this is how, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move forward by doing this. Like we're exterminating these bitches, and if there are any lingering, like eventually they'll go away, or we'll kill them inside. Like I mean, like the bugs. Like basically, it's either some people will kill them with kindness, people will just ignore them, which honestly will kill them anyway, because they just they feed off attention. So if you starve them, if you just spray them down with accountability and other activities that that need to be taken according to justice, that'll do it too. So yeah, but I was watching this show, and it just reminded me about like how easy it is for certain type of ideas and whatnot like that to go through the masses, and for people to just like willingly participate in doing certain type of behaviors that question their morale. But I'm just glad that there are a lot of people who are seeing that now. I was like, okay, yeah, no, this isn't right. So we're gonna move forward and not do this anymore. As I'm saying that, I do still see that I am still being monitored. My ideas are still being taken, and not by a lot of people, but I'm just saying, like, there are remaining bugs going on. There, I don't see as much like like I'm still being watched and stuff like that, and it is a weird feeling because that's something I did not permit. I did not some. It's not something that I allowed or agreed to. So, but after all that, without people kind of telling me, okay, well, people are willing to give me instructions on how to react and how to behave, but are not willing to provide me the information to know exactly how did the fuck did we get here? How did the fuck did this happen? Like, did it become this grandiose? How did it happen? And some people have the mentality of, I know something you don't know, that kind of personality. And that's not something that we should aspire to have if we're supposed to be a community. Yes, people have their own talents, people have their own knowledge, people have their own niche, but I'm the kind of person who, if I'm trying to inspire people, it's just for people to go off and create their own things. Or like, how you want to have a mentor who actually doesn't want to try to keep you as somebody who is, I guess, like stuck under them. You want to have somebody who can help make you a boss that can inspire you to be your own boss, to go break away and then, be your own boss and then make other bosses. But, that you still give them the respect and honor to look back on them and be like, oh, this person helped me so much. Da, 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 da. I was noticing that wasn't the energy back then. Again, I'm saying back then, there's some people that still like scraggling around the locals and whatnot like that. But like, I'm just saying, like back then, this is how I'm reflecting because, yeah, and this is what I was like, kind of, because the show started uh, uh, 3 years ago, so it's just kind of interesting about like, damn, on some part, people got comfortable enough to try to make some type of content, and that's just like, wow, how do we get there? How do we get there? Um, and that's what I'm reflecting on because I've been like I'm still I'm that in the part where I'm like yo I can think whatever I want to think and I can do whatever I want to do. I mean the things that I'm continuing to do and the things I'm continuing to think like I know what's right from wrong and I don't react in it. However, some unlike some people da 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 and there's always going to be somebody who's going to just like nag and stuff like that. But it's just like, I think we've already compared it to they're exposing themselves. They really are exposing themselves um, as either projecting or whatnot like that. They're either projecting or no, they're projecting or they're just exposing, their insecurities or who they are as people or their activities and participating in malicious content. And again, I'm just so grateful I mean, that moment when I wrote down that I was humbled, like I'm not taking that back. I've been humbled by people's just, intelligence and their compassion and their responsibility to move forward and act just. Like, wow. I'm still like I'm doing my part on just like, my own personal development. I'm just kind of, again, I'm in limbo. I wanted to do this video particularly because, there are some of the sources that I went to that are doing like fear mongering and like, those threats. And I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm like, I can't be afraid of those. Like, we can die any moment from, anything, especially with, what's going on in the nation and the world. Oh my goodness. So I unfollow those. So when you, excuse me, I'm not saying that, don't listen to the news and I'm just saying like, don't try to find a source that is continuously trying to aggravate you or put fear in your heart. Like, if you need to know something, definitely know something. It's just like, I like how in the news, how if there is something going on, like, okay, you're telling me a solution about like, all right, so what's being done about it, or what did happen. Like, I like learning about those kind of things, or I like witnessing those kind of situations. Like, okay, well, what's going on? How did this happen? Is anything happening? Is anybody participating in, resolving this issue or ceasing this issue from happening again? And in my personal life, I don't get that kind of information. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. In my personal life, I do get that information, but it's also like, okay, hey, look, we're still looking into your life. You're still being monitored. Help is on the way, but then again, help is compromise. But then also, help is not really helping because we're still watching you. We're probably still gonna watch you, and there's really, that it's that kind of thing. So again, I'm not saying it just for me. I'm saying it because, like I've always said, it's because for other people in the future, just in case. Now, I think that, people right now are acting responsibly and moving forward because literally, I'm not trying to have this happen to other people. And I don't think anybody wants to too because it can literally go total left field. I mean, it already has with me, but I'm just saying like with anybody else. So, yeah. Like literally, I like drew pictures of like people on these cars. I'm just like, yo, because I was just like, but I don't want to put them I don't want to show you guys because I'm just like I don't want the sources and these people to be like in the limelight or anything like that. Like, these are the passive aggressive. These are not the oppressors. They help ED, but they didn't know and they just like lost control of what was going on. However, the oppressor and the people who were literally trying to go against, or like still trying to like make this shit, ongoing. Those are the ones that, it has to be addressed. So that's why, like, I mean, I drew it just for my own mind because I was just, in the habit of drawing. So I was drawing a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's just like, yo, like, these people caught on to just stop acting in this type of way. We're just, controlling and manipulating and basically all the stuff that other people are doing. They stopped. And I'm just like, yo, like genuine applause. Cause I'm just like, yeah, like, I don't know why these other people didn't get the memo to do that. I mean, if I wasn't harmed, I would think it's sexy. Like, like, yo, I mean, I'm just saying, like, yo, the grown up situations, the accountability, the responsibility is just like, bruh, it's weird how strangers are having more freaking responsibility, like, or more quick to be like, you know what, no, this isn't right. Than people who I actually knew, and people who knew me, people who I supported and helped and did all this other kind of stuff for, people who I made it comfortable for, like, yo, just tell me something. Like, tell me if you have a problem with me, like, yo, let's talk it out, or like, let's do something about it. But they didn't. They went left. They went far left. But I went past, like, I moved past that part. I'm just reflecting on like how incredible it is to just see how quick people were literally like, okay, look, like, no. Again, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It literally brought me to tears because I was just like, this is just, yo, yo. Um, the responsibility and stuff like that. It was nice. It was nice. Again, however, I'm still being monitored and all that jazz, and no one is telling me like exactly what's going on. But I'm hearing the if tactics flowers. So I just wanted to let you know about that because like oh wait, hold on, before I get into that, thank you, passive aggressives, for just, even just seeing the light, but just kind of like knowing exactly like the right from wrong, or like moral from immoral. Because I mean it puts things it puts things into perspective. I've always worked with kids, youth, and children, and when I myself was a child, I kept raising, like my siblings were like, well, like, oh, help so and so with their homework, or babysit this person, da 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 da. Just when mom is out doing whatever, like, okay, let me step in and do this, that, here, and a third for them. But like I've had from very early on a care for children. So it's just very comforting that, seeing people actually act right, or no, just not act right, but just to act in accordance to, how things should be, or with moral beliefs, values, and dignity. Um, it puts promise out there for humanity. It puts promise out there for the world, for your children, and so forth and so forth. Because again, I questioned on and off again about like, having a child of my own, if that's even possible, Lord. I think it would be kind of cute. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll have my big. Well, I would say I hope it would have like my big eyes, but my big eyes are such trouble. I swear to be, everything flies into it. Okay, these one bad eyes. But maybe I don't know. It'd be cute. Uh, yeah. So the if stalling tactics, or even if they are stalling tactics, I don't know. It's just that I've been waiting a long time. Literally, it's been um a very, 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 very long time. These are stalling tactics. Unless you see actually actions, you just see words. So there's a thing of like soon, future, next week, blessing coming in, and then they move it to like, a date, and then they say, oh, then, another date, and then, oh, a month. And then before you know it, you're looking at like, years, bitch, months. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. When I said that I'm tired, it didn't mean that I just yawned, bitch. It means that I'm tired, exhausted. Okay. Okay. Like, I'm done. I'm done. And then they were just like, okay, this is not working. So let's do the phone calls. So the phone calls with the drop calls, the wrong phone number, the phone pranks, things like that. And then before you know it, there'll probably be somebody who will actually call and be like, you know what? Da 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 da. Just spend me some type of like shenanigans and expect and wait for my call. It'll keep going. It'll keep going for as long as you allow it to. But I'm just like, yo, with my boundaries, I'm just like, no, I said I'm done. So right now I'm expecting something as like a person coming to just like bullface lie to me. Um, yeah, bullface lie to me. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous because that's basically what it is. I'm like, yo, if tactics, like words, words. First it starts with words, then it starts with a phone call, then it's gonna be a person, then it's gonna be like some type of fake paperwork. I would not believe in my freedom until I see it in the media. Put media with like an asterisk because like I need to see something. Like there needs to be some. It doesn't even have to be like global or anything like that, or it doesn't even have to be like I need to see some type of paper or something like that and be in court to just be like, okay, look, all right, fuck it, our bad, okay. We're gonna give you these coupons to whatever else you want or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like yo, I'm not even saying that. Like yo, it doesn't even have to be material, but like a physical something stating that hey, look, like you're free. You have your paperwork. This you want that mule? We got that mule. You want those acres? You can have those acres. You can have whatever you like. Like I don't know, but just I don't want people trying to play me either, thinking that oh, you're just being too impatient. What? Like, so we're talking about like damn near 6, 7 years of this mental anguish, mental physical anguish, and yet you're impatient with me talking about something cathartic or just releasing my emotions and my thoughts for not even 2 months yet. You're getting impatient about that, but you really want to weigh apples and oranges? Do you really want to project and sound hypocritical? Do you? Do you? Do you? All right. Yeah, I just don't want any of the like the wording and stuff like that and just the stuff to happen because it reminds me of my mom's past when she, basically like in her relationships it was kind of like that whole domestic abuse kind of situation, and I'm just like, well, I just don't want to see anyone. I don't want to see myself, and I don't want to see anyone just be put in through the ringer, especially when it's about something that you actually absolutely deserve. It's supposed to be the land. This is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. So I don't want to be strung along about being oppressed um, or abused any longer. You feel me? So when it says something like domestic abuse, it's like if you stay in this harmful environment longer, it will change for the better. Also, you have to be patient and do what I say. That's basically the tactic. The ifs tactics seem just a lot like domestic abuse. Whereas, like, yeah, again, I'm saying if you stay in this harmful environment longer, it will change for the better. Also, you have to be patient and do what I say. So if I follow along and do whatever you say, and have more patience, and then there's going to be a good change. This is domestic abuse. I'm not new to this, okay? I'm a person who wants to see concrete evidence. I've waited long enough. I'm not impatient. Do not project onto me because in flowers, I want you to have the same type of energy. It's like, yo, don't try to believe that somebody is people are basically trying to gaslight you and project, saying that you are trying to be impatient when that is not the case at all. You've been very, very patient. You've endured long, long enough. You've endured. So, yeah. Do you know that also over the land of the free and home of the brave, that was said 4 times in that song? 4 times. Like, so this is me. And I'm, receiving those passive aggressive threats and fear mongering and this, that, here, and the third from entities whose faces, who you can't see their faces, but you see the actions or you hear about the actions. It'll be nice. Oh, as I was saying before with the news, like it would be nice to know exactly like what actual solutions are happening and what actual solutions are being taking place, and then you actually see those actions being taken into, acted out. Because that's normally how it happens. You hear something and then you see it. When it comes to a plan, you put the idea out there and then it actually happens. Like, why should somebody wait? Or why do you think that somebody who's literally being hurt or threatened, poisoned, or threatened is impatient? Like, geez, like, help me, officer, help me. Someone's chasing me and they're trying to kill me. Whoa, lady. It's impatient. It's like, calm your tits, ma'am. Like, honestly, chill. Tell me your name. Like, okay. Hi. Oh, this is like, yeah, it was person and waiting in the bushes, and you're just like, ah. Actually, no, it's not a cop. It's just like a regular. It's like a regular schmegular person. Just like, oh my goodness, help me out, help me out. You're like, whoa, 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 lady, cover your tits. Jeez, so impatient. And then boom, that person is just like gone. Whatever, whatever. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it's just weird, kind of having people just try to startle you or spook you, and I'm just like, yo, I can't do that anymore. Like literally, I already I have plans within a week to just do some activities, and that I'm way looking forward to. That's why I said that you can die from anything at any moment though, but it's just like you also have a responsibility that if you know somebody's life is in jeopardy, you have a responsibility to just kind of either like I feel like you're right. There's like an unspoken responsibility to just warn them, or if I mean like warn them directly, like, okay, so who are you expecting it from? Like, don't try to turn this into like some type of entertainment, because imagine if this was you. Imagine if this was you and your family or something like that, or your friends or something like that, or this is your uncle or your child, or this is your neighbor or something like that, like your close ones. Imagine if this was you and somebody is just telling you something that's really passive and trying to just fearmonger you. You're like, oh yeah, well, somebody's gonna come for you. And this is not a movie. This is not I Know What You Did Last Summer or anything like that. Like, you guys need to know that this isn't right to still be kept under surveillance. So I mean, other ones do. Again, passive aggressive who've gotten that and who have literally, done some activities that have like shown that, you knew what was going on. Fucking well done, okay? My tits are hard. Damn it. I'm gonna hate you, but I like the fact that you like turned me on. I mean, no, I'm exaggerating, obviously. Like, I'm not, but I did cry. I really did cry because I was just like, yo, like, it's about fucking time. It was like, turn on the fucking lights. I'm like, honestly. Yeah. Unfortunately, again, other people are still lacking, but hopefully you'll get there. I want to say that I don't have faith in humanity, but like, I like to, I'd like to hope that you'll get there, and if not, then you will be in a very lonely position. However, right now, because that there are so many people um, who've seen the light, the flying monkeys are going back to doing what they do, which is, continuing the slander and all that other kind of stuff. So any type of way how I'm trying to like be ambitious. You like my drawings, by the way? I haven't drawn in a very long time, but I used to be really, really great at it. And this is off just from like looking at something from memory, or just like, like off the top of my head. So anyway, it's just like, just show us the picture. Show us your tits. So yeah, I'm just like, the flying monkeys, there's not as much of them anymore. They are, big boy, put it. They are. Come here. Oh my goodness, so clingy. Like, you see these? You see these daggers? And yet he will not slap Leela. I'm telling you. I relate to him so much. I'm like, you have these weapons, and yet you don't take out the actions that she will do to you. She's a Scorpio. That's it. He is such a sweetheart. I feel so bad for him a lot of times. He's such a sweetheart. He chooses non-violence. My baby. So yeah, I love her too, man. Because I mean, it's just like, you're annoying. Get this love. But I spoil the shit out of her, but she's just, oh my goodness, she's reaching out to me right now. You little. Everybody should get a Chantilly. I'm telling you, they actually have dog-like personalities, and you see a lot of them in the animal shelter, and they're mistaken for Maine Coons, but they're actually really cute. They're beautiful. He purrs like a jaguar. He's obese. Look at his butt. It's like he's really hippie. Because I like curved things, but he's like super cute and fluffy. Look at him. Oh, also he's kind of a mutt because he's like part Chantilly, part like I think like part tabby, but he looks mostly Chantilly because you can tell because his tail is kind of scraggly. Leela's a purebred Chantilly. I got lucky. But yeah, get Chantilly's because they have dog-like personalities and they're super awesome. And he's just such a cutie pie. Look at him. Yeah, baby. All right, let you go. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna quit. Just gonna stick. Okay. Alright. He's like a lady. Oh man. Times like this I do wonder about myself when it comes to mom. Because I do want to give my child liberties and such like that. And you just have to respect that they'll make the right choice, after you raise them accordingly. It's just but I will embarrass you. If you happen to see this in the future, son or daughter, God willing, I will embarrass you in the best of ways. You're gonna dance with me in the shopping area. You're going to we're going to like reenact maybe a line from a movie. Randomly, we're gonna speak in another language, and I don't know. There gonna be some maybe some pranks in the house, just light ones, super duper light ones. We're gonna prank on your dad. We're also gonna buy things together, and there is a code to not tell your father. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna buy stuff, pretty stuff. Go to Bed Bath and Beyond. We're gonna keep it in the trunk until it's nighttime. And then when it's dark and your dad has to go to the bathroom or a shower, we take it out of the trunk, we put it in the closet and underneath your bed. And every so often when I need one of those room plug-in thingies, we pass it over. Pass it over to me. It's a good daughter or something. Okay. Yeah, so right now, but before I can even think about children, I don't want to scare I don't want to scare a future mate. He's just like, oh my god, she's already playing the kids. like no. I'm not ready to have kids right now. If anything, I'm just take a really nice break. Really nice break to myself. I wanna, just do things, but I wanna have it where I have my own privacy. Yeah, probably just scare the shit out of him. He's just like whoever only happened to see this, he's just like she's already planning my fucking sperm. I'm just like, no. Like, stop it. No, no. anyway, let's go to see. So, yes, right now, because people are awake, uh, they have no choice right now but to go back to the basics, which is slander and a whole bunch of other stuff and playing telephone. I heard this and this, that, here, and the third. This is the best that they can do right now. That and the threats, it's the best that they can do. The best that they can do right now. Like the threats and all that other kind of stuff. And I'm not saying it. Obviously, I'm not saying it to antagonize them, but I'm just saying calling it for what it is. Like, you actually have like these type of people, flying monkeys. I did it off the memory, y'all. I did it off my own mind. No pictures needed. These people have no choice but to either fall in line, grow up, catch the karma, be accountable, and do what it actually is that they need to do to live well. Which is funny because, people who have more than me and yet they still fell short. And now there's people who have way more than them, caught on and was just like, yo, like this shit, no, we're stopping this shit. Like this shit, it stops. Again, shit is like I like that. I mean, I aspire to be with somebody who actually has it together and not like who even. I'm telling you. I mean, not to say that not to say that I want to start talking to you guys or actually befriending you. I'm just like, no, I'm still mad. But like, just like, like, okay, everybody plays the fool sometimes. So I'm just like, yo, I understand. But it's right at this point in time, it's just like, just give some space. But for the other ones, it's just like, the ones when I said passive aggressives and passives and flowers to move to the side so that way I can just like really get into the ass of like those people who were just like, yeah. But even some of them are feeling like, remorseful. And I'm just like, yeah, like come to God. Like, I didn't want to actually that's just not dismissing God, obviously, but just like, embrace embrace the idea of a higher power. I embrace that there is something that's bigger than the both of us and get out of your ego. And so yeah, so like the ones who, like I said, I only did this because I was going to do like more, but I'm just like, it's less of these now. These that were up here, they're gone. They are excelling. They are taking accountability. They're moving forward. They are stopping with the shits. They are being who it is that they want to be, what they want their children to be, and it's that here and the third. I mean, no one has literally come to me with this information, or no one is really walking like, again, I'm still being monitored and stuff. Like I have not seen anything that I've not seen any type of physical proof. Yeah, I've not seen any type of physical proof that, shows that, I have been released from my shackles. So I mean, I'm just winging it, and I'm being okay and comfortable. Excuse me, I'm not being okay with people still being in my mind and with my ideas and all the other kind of jazz. But it's just like, I don't want that to hinder me because basically a lot of what they're doing is just this right now. Like there's nothing to justify being oppressed, monitored, and all that kind of stuff. This is all they're used to doing. This is all that they can do right now. Because there's nothing that justifies, no matter how a person lives their life or what other type of like lies or slanders that they can do. There's nothing that justifies being oppressed or having a person's basic human rights taken from them, or being made or being mocked and made fun of and isolated. Okay, like these kind of people did all this in a very exaggerating way to do this to one person and make the world literally like, what would seriously like harm somebody else or want to harm themselves? I'm still here. I'm still standing. Now, mind you, I mean, it's been hard, but like, I'm still here. And there's so many fucking people who were literally was just like, no, this isn't right. And it's like, hey, the light is on. Honestly, I want to thank God for that. Seriously. Man. Only certain, right now there's, justice here being done, but I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some things happen already that have like played out, and like some people just kind of like getting the karma, and I'm just like, oof. First time when I saw it, somebody I knew, I grew up with, I was just like, said to myself, I was like, Lord, why did you let me see that? I didn't take any joy in that. But I realized though, it's just like, okay, well, how do I know that this is actually happening and that this stuff, that the justice is actually coming? And who knows what comes for the super oppressors, the ones who were literally afraid to confront me. Who knows what will come to them? Who knows? Or even if. Because this is the land of the free, home of the brave. I want to say that it took great discipline, but a lack. They said it took discipline and determination to get the awards, and yes, but it depends on like what those awards are. People use it. People didn't use it for good. People didn't use it for good. Whole body decided to be disciplined in evil activities and determined to break one person down and monopoly and like capitalize off of it. One body started with one person and then it went circled out, and now it's lingering is a state. My computer's about to die soon. My laptop's about to die soon unless I connect it. But I really don't need to. I'm pretty much done with this lesson and this love letter, which is basically it's the moment for. This is my reflection, and I've just been doing some activities where I've been talking to my grandmother more, rest in peace. But just doing and acting in accordance to it. But actually, hold on, no, I will put the battery on. Hold on. Yeah, but it's just like my life has taken such a turn, and I cannot help but recognize the efforts in people, righting wrongs, and atoning. That is just, it's good. People are not just trying to look over it or wash over it. And the ideal thing is to just, let go. Like if people are, I know people hate to let a series go, but like however long that they've invested in watching me and stuff like that, like it has to be let go, and hopefully there's no tape or something like that where people can just rewind and try to keep a connection in which they abuse the power of trying to connect with me in that personal way that I didn't give them permission to use. So we shall see. And that is literally the intentions that I want. It's like, okay, so how do we move forward from here? That is what I want. That is the intentions that I want. And I want like some type of concrete evidence instead of somebody being a third party and telling me, oh yeah, this happened. Like, it's done. It's moved on. No, there's literally like, activities and ongoing proof of like, you're watching me and hearing my thoughts, and I'm like, with my ideas and whatnot like that. Then no, there needs to be some type of concrete situation where I'm just like, okay, no, then it's done. My love letter to myself is that I can't address the nonsense anymore. Excuse me. And actually, I haven't. I've just been recognizing that, this is that they're getting desperate right now. They're getting so desperate. But what's going to happen is just that they're basically putting themselves, the ones that are lingering are putting themselves in trouble. If not by this plane, this realm, then with God. So it was very funny because when I was drawing the picture, I was noticing that it reminded me of the Jungle Book. I have the lyrics right here. Hold on. So I don't know if everybody's seen the original Jungle Book, or I can't remember if the Jungle Book had the song was like "I Want to Be Like You," the monkey song. I think it did, yeah. But listen to this. It was like, now I'm the king of the swingers. Oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. So this is what they're doing to me as they're like, oops, yeah, to me as they're like telling me, like, all right, so look at here, man cub. I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh. I want to walk like you, talk like you, too. Lucy is true. An ape like me can learn to be human too. And you don't have to be a dude. You can be a woman. You can be whatever. But it's just like that is the kind of energy that I've been realizing. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't have a secret. God is a secret. Okay? Please seek him. Seek him. I think everybody has their own uniqueness. And hopefully we can all just and so I said I was really hyped. I don't even know, like a few weeks ago I mentioned about divine feminines. Because I was hyped about that. I was like, yo, yes, multiple. Like, yeah. Um, yeah. I was actually thinking about like a nice brunch. Can you imagine like a divine feminine brunch or something like that? I don't know. Okay. So I was like, yeah, I was like, yo, now don't try to kid me, man cub. Hold on, maybe I should deal with this. Now don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire. Whoop, whoop, Aries. um, is man's red fire to make my dream come true. Give me the secret, man cub. Clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you. So whenever I see like these copycats or something like that, I'm just like, yo, y'all be coming in herds. Like, I'm saying, y'all be coming in flocks, flocking. I want to be like you. I want to talk like you, walk like you, too. See it's true. Someone like me can learn to be like someone like me. Can learn to be like someone like you. Can learn to be like someone like me. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't think people give me a lot of credit though, but like with my fires placement, heavy fires placement, I do try my darndest to be diplomatic as possible. Even when I speak on something, it's still gonna like bother some people, but other people can differentiate, and some people can also just like, no, all right, look, no, she's a well-spoken woman who actually knows what she's talking about. And if it hurts, then maybe there's something that within you that resonates and that maybe you should fix because you have that type of accountability that might hurt. So, okay, hold on. It's like, hold on, you're doing real good. Now here's your part of the deal, cuz lay the secret on me of man's red fire, but I don't know how to make fire. See, yeah, I don't know how to make fire. It's like, yeah, I just God. God is my secret. Come here. She's struggling. Fluffy. Come. Oh yeah, this is okay. So this is Chantilly. Here she go. My little Swiffer. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, so this video is not made for kids. How you like it, daddy? How you like it, daddy? She's such a little ooh ha ha. She has been beating up and scratching the boy, and I do not appreciate that. Do I? Do I? She's like, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Yeah. Yeah. She's so bad. Ah, I just made this totally awkward. All right. So I mean, I don't know. Just like I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future for us, for you guys. But hopefully you have some content. Oh my goodness, crumbs. um yeah, I don't know exactly what to expect in the future. No, hold still. We always fight about this. But hopefully, you guys have some content about like what's going on. Because my love letter is that, we don't have to go through this, or like you don't have to go through this. Especially not with what is this? Little girl, what are you messing with? Especially not with the levels of stuff that you had to go through. Yes, look and shame. I'm always humble because I know that there's people who had it worse than me. What the- oh my goodness, there's something on my- in terms of like being raised and stuff like that. Like I've had a lot of bad experiences ever since I was a kid and growing up. But it's just like, come on, at some point in time, like you're done being abused and used and profited off of. In your 30s, 20s, teens, child. The rest of my life should be easy breezy. Beautiful cover girl. Okay. It's much deserving. Much deserving. So the love letter is basically just, moving forward. Not trying to harm somebody for the sake of entertainment. Okay, this isn't the Hunger Games, okay? This is ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna go because clearly I have, oh my goodness, more hair on me. So toodles, and I will check you out later. Bye.